From snowstorms to political upheaval to beached whales and more, 2025 was a packed year in news. And as we get ready to ring in the new year, let's take a look back and take stock of the stories that captured attention of all of us living here on the coast. Charlie Sakaitis has your year in review.
January started out with stormy weather and icy roads.
Here's a look at some of the snowfall totals. Bethel, 12.8. Bridgeville, 12.5, along with Milton and Millsboro.
And just a few days later, a different kind of danger.
The vapor cloud is straight up north towards Market Street.
A shelter-in-place alert at the Purdue plant in Georgetown after the wrong kind of chemicals were accidentally mixed together. In February, PJM Interconnection making a major announcement. The last coal-fired power generator in Delaware was being shut down. Then in March, sad news. Back-to-back whale deaths. Midway through the month, a 35-foot, 14-ton whale washed ashore near Conquest Road at Delaware Seashore State Park.
That was pretty wild. I'd never seen anything like it.
And later that same month, another whale was found near the Indian River Inlet Bridge.
It was kind of had some mixed feelings on whether I wanted to see it dead.
March also the month when Milton Representative Stell Parker Selby was officially sworn in.
She's doing very well. She was actually sworn into office today.
It took place at her home, and at the time, the public had more questions than answers, as Parker Selby had not been seen at the state legislature since the General Assembly convened back in January. In April, two ex-volunteer firefighters in Millville, Jay Droney and Jordan Hastings, were charged with a hate crime after allegedly chasing a black employee with a noose.
We will not tolerate it.
The event in question happened in February 2024, but only came to light this past year. Ultimately, Droney and Hastings were charged with felony hate crimes. That legal process is ongoing. April is also the month when Rehoboth Beach regulars saw the demolition of the Boardwalk Grottos and Jam Bistro.
It's unbelievable to see it all coming down.
Removing the long-standing pizza staple is part of making way for the Atlantic Crown Hotel. In May, angry homeowners.
I think we've overpaid for our homes.
People in the Osprey Point neighborhood say they were sold a bill of goods that was never delivered on, leading to multiple lawsuits. June is the month where the ongoing Stell Parker Selby saga came to a head. After a full 6 months, Representative Parker Selby was still absent from the state legislature. On June 10th, Coast TV went to Legislative Hall to try to get some answers.
Madam Speaker, why do you refuse to speak to us? Madam Speaker, what's your message to the people of the district who have not had a single vote on their behalf?
We're in a picture right now.
June 17th, Democratic Representative Medina Wilson-Anton broke ranks with her own party.
I think leadership benefits from this. I do. And I think there are people in my party who think that this is best because they want the seat to stay Democrat, which I think is disgusting.
And ultimately, on June 24th, Representative Stell Parker Selby officially resigned, citing a serious medical emergency suffered the previous December, and writing, quote, "While I am proud of the strides I've made, I must acknowledge with honesty and humility that I can no longer serve this district with the full energy, presence, and focus that it rightfully deserves." In July, a pair of tragedies. First, on July 12th, 27-year-old Gregory Keratu of Kenya went missing in the surf off of Olive Avenue. He was later found dead in the ocean off of Cape Henlopen State Park. And then on July 16th, a teenager, 18-year-old Yorch Niz Chalil, went missing, swept away by the Broadkill River, where he drowned. In August, Mother Nature taking a bite out of the coast. Erosion, tidal flooding, after Hurricane Erin left its mark.
This storm in particular just happened to have very strong winds that were driving the water into the inland bays.
On into September, the Lewis Fire Department found itself in the news as former Chief Bill Buckaloo returned from a suspension for using a racial slur in a public setting.
Evans says Buckaloo was, quote,
accused of loudly using the N-word in a derogatory and loud manner, which was overheard by a black patron.
Buckaloo's return was the beginning of a month-long drama that included members of the Lewis Fire Department calling for Buckaloo to resign.
In my opinion, for the best interest of the Lewis Fire Department, it would be good for Mr. Buckaloo to resign.
Next, the Fire Department Board of Directors removed Buckaloo for at least 2 years, but that decision was then overturned so Buckaloo could come back, and all the while eliciting all sorts of reaction from the public.
What are our standards as a society when some guy can make the remark like the ex-chief did in front of a group of people?
I don't think it should be a life sentence as far as him never being allowed back in. So at this point, I think what they did is justified.
In October, the coast was hit with flooding, road closures, and as is so common, erosion. It was all an effect of the nor'easter that battered the coast.
It's always amazing what water can do, and you can't stop water no matter what you do.
Also in October, the chair of the Sussex County Democratic Party, Jeff Bulk, resigned after decades-old sexual assault and sodomy convictions came to light. In November, Governor Matt Meyer announced a sweeping $1 billion proposal to overhaul rural health care across the state, including Delaware's first 4-year medical school and Hope Center-style facilities in both Kent and Sussex counties.
The goal is to deliver health care where people are.
And in December, Trooper Matthew Tyler Snook was shot and killed while working overtime at a Wilmington DMV.
What happened today was an act of pure evil.
A vigil was later held in Georgetown, and fundraising efforts for the family continue to this day. A farmer and the Bay Forest Homeowners Association clashed over rogue corn husks and who should foot the bill for the cleanup. And we celebrated another great Christmas here along the coast in Delmarva style.
Children laughing, people passing.
You can feel the Christmas spirit all around Milton.
I have this book.
The holiday hero in question, Sweating Gumdrop.
Matt Pensing, this year's Cinderella.
Sharing joy in Georgetown for a Feliz Navidad.
And that is your year in review. So what will 2026 hold for us? Who's to say? But one thing is for sure, Coast TV News will be there to cover it all.